Everyone thinks that vegetables and salads make a diet healthy. We have been brainwashed with that idea, and I'm telling you, this is the reason why nobody's on a so-called healthy diet. It takes too much time and doesn't make you feel a lot better, whereas an actual healthy diet does. So why consume vegetables in the first place? Oh yeah, right, the nutrients, the fiber, and the antioxidants. Listen, in this video I'll tell you why you don't need to consume a ton of vegetables every single day. So I'm gonna cover the positives first, then the negatives, and then I'm gonna compare vegetables to other foods. The biggest benefit of vegetables is fiber, and fiber is important for your gut microbiome. Even though that might not sound very interesting, it actually is once you understand that a healthy, strong gut microbiome is what gives you perfect clear skin, good sleep, energy, lowers depression and anxiety, makes you able to tolerate simple sugars and even junk food to some capacity, removes toxins and so on. It has to be said that there's also fiber in many grains that we can consume nowadays. In contrast to that, our ancestors, the hunter-gatherers that were most likely a lot healthier than we are today, they were consuming vegetables because they were simply not growing miles of grains. Okay, now let's cover the nutrients and antioxidants aspect. It is true that vegetables have compounds that can be seen as nutrients, but they are called phytonutrients, and they can also be seen as negatives, so-called antinutrients. And this is where you need to pay close attention now. Vegetables contain very little essential nutrients. And I'm gonna say that again. Vegetables contain very little essential nutrients. Essential nutrients would be essential minerals that you can see on my list here, vitamins, essential fatty acids, aka omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids, protein, aka essential amino acids, and even calories to some degree because you need energy to survive. We need to have all of these nutrients, and especially in the correct ratios, because we cannot make them by ourselves. If you're deficient in one of these things or there's an imbalance, then your body goes into saving mode, you're gonna start feeling worse, you get depressed, you need coffee every morning, you can't fall asleep, you have poor memory and concentration, and long term, you get sick. And we are all not getting enough of certain nutrients anymore. That is a big fat lie. Just as an example, it is estimated that around 2 billion people on this planet are zinc deficient. Deficient, we are not talking about getting like optimal amounts here. We are talking about a deficiency that's like down here, okay? And one-a-day vitamins, your multivitamins, they do not solve these issues for many reasons. On the other hand, we have these non-essential phytonutrients in vegetables that have shown to have benefits in studies. First of all, vegetables do only offer any nutrition if they were grown on good soil, okay? That is for all food basically. The GMO, non-organic salad from your local store that isn't fresh anymore, that's not gonna give you anything besides pesticides. Nothing, no nutrition. No, but let's imagine that you have this perfect salad with perfect high quality ingredients. Of course, when looking at this, then you're gonna realize, first of all, you need to get the essential nutrients, and then you can focus on getting the extras. Out of the essential things, vegetables offer some electrolytes like potassium, magnesium, vitamin C, 1 or 2 B vitamins, and tiny amounts of trace minerals. No crazy amount, wait until I compare that to something that's actually nutritious. Now let's look at the phytonutrients. Some call them phytonutrients and others call them antinutrients, and I would say they're both somewhat correct and somewhat wrong. Flavonoids, for example, are known as an antioxidant, anti-cancer, anti-inflammatory, and so on. Flavonoids also reduce the uptake of certain essential nutrients like iron and especially zinc, which is a lot more potent as an antioxidant, anti-cancer, and so on. So these phytonutrients, antinutrients, they have a good side and a bad side. Now, whatever essential nutrient a food is high in, the amount that you're actually absorbing when you're eating them, digesting them, is greatly reduced due to these phytonutrients, antinutrients, however you want to call them. First of all, the iron in plants is not bioavailable, you don't absorb any of that. In general, the nutrients in plants are a lot less bioavailable to us, meaning we absorb less than we measure. The nutrient values that you can Google are just paper value, and that's not what you're actually absorbing. Plants have evolved over the time, and they've made these anti-nutrients, these compounds, to protect themselves from hunters like us eating them. They don't want to be eaten. Animals like elephants have digestive systems that are a lot more adapted to this. Anti-nutrients include stuff like oxalates, for example, which chelate magnesium and calcium. Interestingly, the foods that are high in magnesium, aka leafy greens, are also high in oxalates. That means you're not absorbing the magnesium from your leafy greens. It's being chelated by oxalates. And these oxalates cause kidney stones, arthritis, and so on. Now, we don't want to freak out and call all plants toxic, okay? We don't want to be on this anti-nutrient side or this phytonutrient side. We want to be in the middle and understand what's really going on here. Why did our ancestors, the hunter-gatherers, most likely not have these issues, while a lot of us do nowadays? They had healthier digestive systems and gut microbiomes. If your gut microbiome is messed up, then you become gluten sensitive, lactose intolerant, you're gonna have allergies, and more anti-nutrients like oxalates or other toxins are going to enter your bloodstream. Then you get thyroid issues, arthritis, tinnitus, many things, okay? Now don't get me wrong, I'm actually someone that enjoys eating vegetables and even salads, but I don't consume them for the most part because it's too much work. Not worth it. It's even more money, even more time I would have to spend. Hey, if the salad is fresh and organic, I'll be the last person to tell you that this is poisoning you, but stop thinking that you're getting your essential nutrients from that. You're not. So what has the most nutrients? Animal products, especially organs, stuff like raw milk. And also meat, of course. Of course, everything grass-fed. Meat doesn't have anti-nutrients. Organs and milk are nutritionally complete. That means that they have all nutrients that I just showed you earlier, all of them. While plants had like what, 4 or 5, and they're not really absorbable for the most part? Like what? When I tried eating more salad, when my health was really bad, I just got digestive issues. When I increased my meat intake, I felt a difference, and that was because I was getting the actual nutrients. Essential nutrients. Now, one last question would be, how do we know that there isn't anything essential in vegetables that I'm missing that we just haven't discovered yet? There's good evidence out there that this isn't the case, because the First Nation Inuit Eskimos were mostly eating fish, eggs, meat. They had low incidence of cardiovascular disease and were living long, healthy lives, no vegetables. They did, however, have a lot of probiotics in their diet to make up for the lack of fiber. That's what I also have in my diet, but I also have fiber in the form of grains. A lot more potent and beneficial probiotics. Anyway, stop trusting other people so much. Even selling you what, AG1? Like, come on, that's pure poison coming from some laboratories in China full of anti-nutrients. Oh, but I know, the packaging looks really nice. Great. Oh. Anyways, check out my YouTube channel for actual valuable information. And as always, have a great day.